Well, hello there.
Hey guys.
And welcome to another episode of
Masse Art Studios.
I'm glad to be back in the studio. I'm Lee.
I'm Jeremy.
Well, hello, sir.
And I'm glad he's back in the studio.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be back. I feel a little under the weather.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. You've got your back problems. I've got a sore throat and a runny nose. We're all falling apart. We really want to just wish all of our Patreons some health and happiness too. We've got a few of them, and we won't say names because, you know, health journeys are personal. But there are at least 3 or 4 of our Patreons who are all going through some very serious health challenges right now, like super serious stuff. So we would love your collective love and healing vibes and good juju sent out to everyone out there, especially our Patreon group, if you don't mind. We don't ask for things very often, but that would be very helpful.
It would be.
And the guys that we're talking about, you know who you are, we love you, we hope that you're all better soon. All right, Jezebel, I missed being here with you last week.
Yeah.
Our really good run of viral videos suddenly came down crashing with the last one for some reason. So we don't know what's going to happen with this one. But what are you doing today?
I am going to be doing a Dutch pour.
You are inspired clearly by our longtime pal, our favourite Canadian, the queen of the blowout, Kanella Ciraco Art.
Kanella Ciraco Art.
I don't need to explain who it is. You all know who she is. I'm sure if you've seen our channel. Well, maybe not, because we've got 20,000 new people here.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Kanella Ciraco, go follow her, please. She's the queen of the blowouts. There's Dutch pours and blowouts. She does blowouts specifically. There are people out there that you can go and watch and follow, but Kanella is our favourite.
Oh, I guess I'm doing a blowout. Sorry,
you
not
are.
a Dutch pour.
It's okay. And she's been in our studio and she's held our hand and she's walked us through step by step, and I'll link it right here, how to do these.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to remember.
I know me. You know what? I will remember. I will.
Girl, you forget who your best friend is.
I remember the Alamo, so I'll remember.
There we go. Let's see if that happens or not. But I'm going to do a Dutch pour too. The major differences are going to be the colour choices.
Yes.
You're going to do
I'm going to do a black base.
And I'm going to do a white base. So we'll get to see the two. And I've been in consultation with Kanella, and she has given me her favourite kind of colour palette. So I'm going to be using that as inspiration too.
You gave him a heads up and not me.
She did. Well, because I reached out. So more fool you for not. But let's see how this goes. We actually haven't painted them yet.
No,
normally we do this after we've painted.
We do everything at once.
But he's super clean and he didn't want to. So yeah, we'll talk to you in the outro and we'll let you know how it went.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
Let's do it.
But first we've got to mix up some paint.
We do have to mix it.
And we'll tell you that ratio at the table. We'll see you there.
Hey guys, it is Jeremy here. How is everyone doing today?
How is everyone feeling? How are you feeling today, Shaboni?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm okay. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
You're very welcome.
Yes. So, as you can see, there is the Drew Barrymore little flower hair dryer here, which is amazing for what we're going to do.
It is.
Yes, we're going to be doing blowouts today.
There are a lot of hair drying options out there.
Yes.
You use whatever's right for you. We use this because Kanella uses it and it works for us too.
Yeah.
But we'll link it in the description box if anyone wants to buy it. You can get it from Anthropology, but I feel like it's also available
on Amazon.
On Amazon,
actually. They have it back now.
Good.
Okay, so I am using an 18 by 24 inch.
That's a lovely size.
1.5 inch deep gallery wrapped canvas here.
Love it.
Yes, it's been pinned and taped on the back, so that way it's up and elevated from the table.
And I sprayed it for you too because
thank you.
You know, it's really important with these Dutch pours because the paint is so thin that it doesn't go slipping and sliding.
Yes.
What are your color choices for this
My color choices are going to be Pearl White by Amsterdam.
Love it.
Yes. This incredible Bordeaux Red by Arteza. I got Turquoise Blue by Amsterdam.
Delish.
Yeah, I love it. I have this lovely, beautiful Pearl Copper, which in here you can't see it, but whenever I put it on, like, it's gorgeous. You guys.
I don't use that enough. And it's a full bottle of that too.
Yes, and then I also have kind of like a concoction of it is the Van Dyke Brown by Amsterdam.
Love it.
The Titan. Wait, this is Warm Gray.
Okay.
Warm Gray by Amsterdam.
Okay.
And some Deco Arts Dazzling Metallics. I believe this is espresso, rich espresso.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting colour that you mixed up
It's
there.
really cute. I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
So you've only got red and blue,
Yes.
and then you've got those warm metallics.
Exactly.
This is an interesting colour palette, especially on black.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you're doing black, right?
I am doing a black base coat.
We did talk about that in the intro.
Yeah, I'm doing a total black base coat.
Now this is a 20 by 24?
It is an 18 by 24.
18 by 24. So how much
Yes.
base coat have you mixed?
I mixed, I think, around 17 ounces of base coat.
Lovely.
Whenever I did the
Calculation.
18 times 24 divided by 28, it
Yeah.
gave me like 16.
Got it.
So I got just a little bit over that, just
To make sure you
to make sure.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
So there's a lot of, we've done a ton of Dutch pours.
Yes.
Successful Dutch pours, you could probably count on one hand.
Right?
One of them in particular was when Kanella was in the studio teaching us how
Yes.
to do this.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things that we'll be talking about and remembering as we go through this.
Yes.
I'm not going to be bossing you, Show Pony. I'm just going to be reminding you because we
Yeah.
just talked about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Patience is a virtue. on
It
this.
is. It is. Slow and steady
Slow
wins the
and
race.
steady. Slow and steady.
Okay.
Okay, without further ado, why don't I get to flooding my canvas?
Let's do it.
Torching it out and get to it.
All right, all right. Well, whilst
All
you
right.
do that, I'm going to waffle a little bit.
Waffle a little bit.
Yeah. So one of the things that we definitely have gotten wrong in the past is the amount of base coat that you have on the canvas.
Yes.
Because this paint is so thin, it's easy to have too much, and it's also easy then to overcompensate and have too little.
Yeah.
And you know, we've done the Fluid Art with Friends, which is these little teaching events that we do just with Kanella, and they were super fun. And again, it gave us the opportunity to really kind of see and feel exactly what it is that she does. Because the recipe on this one is really important.
It is very important.
So I know Jeremy's going to be taking extra care and attention of just how much paint he's going to be putting on this canvas.
Yes.
Now, you can watch any one of Kanella's videos, and the description box will have the colours that she's using. And in a lot of cases, it'll talk about either the recipe or a link to Kanella's recipe in the description box. I think her recipe video is number 63. I think that's the one she talks about a lot. Do you remember what you used, Jeremy, for your Amsterdam paints? Do you remember what the recipe was?
80 grams of the Floetrol.
Okay.
For Amsterdam, it was
25 paint.
25 paint.
And 25 water.
25 water.
Yeah, so 80, 25, 25 of grams.
Yes.
However, if you then decide to make that a ratio and use ounces instead, that's totally fine. But we specifically use Kanella's recipe.
Yes.
She's Canadian, so I don't think they use fluid ounces a lot. I think they use grams.
They use grams.
So 80 Floetrol, 80 grams Floetrol, 25 paint, 25 of a water. And that will give you the exact consistency that you need in order to help your paints slip and slide over each other.
Yes.
And hopefully create something really beautiful. Now,
I'm trying really hard to get it
covered.
Yeah.
Kanella has these paints already pre-mixed. She makes so many blowouts that she has her white and her black already pre-mixed. So she'll be using one of her little bottles and be squeezing over the edges. But I think you're perfect.
Well, I saved just a little bit of the black paint in case I have to get
some edges
or something.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you feeling your coverage on this canvas?
I think it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Happy with it?
I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too thick, it's not too thin.
It's just right, Goldilocks.
Just right. Just right.
Now, the next thing you're going to be doing is layering your paints.
Yes.
Have you thought about where and how? Because you've got a pearl and then two metallics.
Yes. So, being that it's pearl and two metallics, I think I'm going to put down because whatever is first down is the outline of your...
The edge of your petals.
The edge of your petals, yes. So, I think I'm going to do, for the edge of my petals, I think I wanted to do this.
Your custom color.
My custom color.
Okay.
And then after that, I think I really wanted to go in with maybe the Bordeaux red.
Okay.
And then, so this one first, that one second. I think I'm going to go in with the copper next, the copper next, the turquoise blue, and then a little bit of the white on top of that.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to go back in with a little bit of this on top of that.
Okay, so the color you start with is your highlight. The color
Yes.
you end with is the most prominent color.
Yes.
So you're going to use the same color for both those things.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I
That'd be
think so.
interesting.
We're going to see it. Whenever we're going to see here. We're going to see here.
And you know what your composition is.
Yes, I'm going to start here and I'm going to go about halfway up.
Okay.
Because I want to just kind of make this like a big spark, like a flash right here
Okay.
of color.
All right, sounds lovely.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it.
We shall see. He's looking at me like I'm crazy, you
Well,
guys.
you genuinely are, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be beautiful.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Right, let's get to layering these paints then.
I want to torch it real quick.
Oh, of course, sorry. You ready?
All right, guys, so I'm ready. So I'm going
ready?
to go in with this custom color here. Okay. And if I remember correctly, you start off with the edge.
Yeah, I don't think that matters quite so much.
Oh, okay. I think I'm actually going to go in with, I'm going to do this again.
Okay. Now, if you've watched all 690 of Kanella's videos, you'll be sitting here thinking, what in the heck is Jeremy doing? And why is there so little paint on this canvas? But you know what? We don't have to wait any longer to find the answer to that question. Instead, we're just going to watch him blow this one out.
Yes. All right, are we ready?
Are we ready, Show Pony?
Yes.
Let's do this.
I think it's a very successful blowout, but it's not exactly what I was hoping for.
Well, when you talked about what you were going to do, what I didn't understand was why you didn't then just do a big puddle of paint at the end of your line, because I kind of felt like you wanted it to be like a shooting with a firework, because there was never going to be enough paint to get that effect, because you didn't have enough down. So what's next?
I might try to. I was thinking about putting more paint here, and
that's the only place you've got paint. So I don't know if I'd put more paint where you've already got paint, personally.
Okay.
But you've got a lot of negative space. But maybe that's what you were trying to go for.
Yeah, I was just trying to go for like more. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know what I'm saying. No, but you do. So you do whatever you think you need to do, Bebis.
Okay.
Come on, you got this.
All right. So I'm gonna try some more.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep playing, you guys.
Absolutely.
right, guys, I'm obviously having an issue. So, I'm going the right speed and I'm getting the right angle down and everything. But I don't know, maybe it's just the colors are wrong.
And I don't think you got enough base coat on either.
Really?
Yeah, because the colours are not moving. You know, it's moving here in the middle where there is paint, but there's no paint down in the bottom. Like I can see the canvas. So I feel like you were going to struggle a little bit anyway. I think that you had to mix maybe another 50% more paint.
Really?
I think so, but I didn't know.
Okay.
All right. Well, the plan is what?
Scrape this down and off.
Okay.
Mix more black.
Okay.
And try something else.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, guys. So I scraped that little spot off, saved all the rest of it, mixed me up a little bit more black, and I'm ready to go.
Ew. Okay.
This time, I'm only going to be using the pearl white, the copper gold, and this mix. I just want it to be
all pearls and metallics.
Well, that's fine if it's all pearls and metallics.
Sure. Yeah.
I just really want it to be those three colors.
Okay.
I think the blue and the red just was too
Fighting.
much.
Okay.
Yeah. So
got it. Interesting.
Yes. So all right, let me go ahead and start. Oh, I need the torch real quick. All right, so let's start layering my colors. All right, so yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Hair dryer.
Yes.
Can I make one suggestion?
Yes.
Start here.
Okay. I like that a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that a lot better.
Cool. All right, babies.
What are your suggestions?
Baby, I like I said, it was really hard for me to know what it was that you were trying to go for. But if people out there say we don't do negative space, this now is all the negative space for every single one of the 473 episodes that we've just put up. So I think it's wonderful. Why don't you torch it off and we'll take everyone in for a close-up?
I think I want to do just a little one right there.
Okay, well there you go. Let's keep going.
Right.
Listen, until you are happy and ready, then we're going to keep doing this. Now, the one thing you could have done is, and you didn't do this, instead of coming up that line again, you could have gone down the line, so you weren't blowing the paints into each other here. So when you started here, you could have gone like that, and then you could have gone down the way.
I see.
So you can do the same thing here. You can start here, and then blow down this way.
Got it.
You know?
Okay,
so you'll
let's
get
do
like,
that.
yeah, so you'll just get like a different composition. I'm going to film this for you if I may.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's do that. I'm going to switch hands, actually.
Oh my gosh. Kanella, take note. Hands have been switched.
I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you.
I like the addition of that piece.
Yeah.
By far, I think that looks super cool. But I know you're not happy with this bit.
I'm not.
Well, do you want to just add a bit more color and blur it out again?
Let's do it.
Just to this part right here, right?
Yeah.
What's up? Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, babe.
Now, which way should I go? Should I go like this and then back down?
I don't think it really matters quite so much here because it's only a little bit.
Okay.
Give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like a
Yes, I am very happy with this.
Okay.
I like what's happening.
I'm
and
actually very interested in the composition, that extra line.
And I can't wait for it to dry. I want to really see what it looks like dry.
I think it'll be very black. I think the black might swallow up a lot of your colours, but it's going to be interesting to see how it does. And we'll certainly show you guys in the next episode.
Yeah.
All right, babies.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Are you going to take them in for a close-up?
I am going to take them in for a close-up.
Let's do it.
So come give me love, all of your love. Won't you love me till the morning, love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time, like our time was right now? Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning, love me in the evening. You know what I want. All of your love.
Alrighty, there's only one technique that makes me nervous, and it is always blowout. And half of it is because I know it's so complicated, even though it looks so easy. But the other half is I know that Kanella Ciraco is going to be here watching this.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know.
I feel the judgment.
Absolutely. Alright, so let me show you my colours real quick. What I've got here is primary magenta, and then I've got permanent red violet. I've got Masse Studios orange iridescent.
I love that.
Then I've got turquoise blue, another Amsterdam. Then I've got 24 karat gold by Deco Art. And then I've got primary yellow again by Amsterdam.
Wow.
And this is the way I'm going to put them. I'm going to start with this colour and work this way. Now, I did reach out to Kanella and I was like, what was a great colour choice palette that you've done recently? And she sent me a video of hers, which I think was 663. I'll link it in the description box. And this is my take on those colours. They're not all exactly the same. We didn't have Azo orange, and I'm using the iridescent. And I threw in that turquoise blue because I think she used turquoise green. So there is a slight difference. I'm also using pearl white as my base. Yeah.
Interesting.
And, you know, you might think, well, that's a lot of pearl white to use on this canvas, but this is also mixed to the same ratio. So this is actually 400 grams of Floetrol.
Wow.
800 grams of Floetrol, 250 grams of paint, 250 grams of water.
Wow.
So, you know, you don't really use an awful lot of paint when you're actually thinking about what's going in this pot.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So that is my base coat. It is the pearl white. I'm going to do exactly the same as Jeremy, layer these colours on this canvas, and then we're going to blow it out. But you'll see I've got a 15 by 30. So I'm going to do more of a kind of wandering line and then a couple of wisps on this one to try.
Sure.
I'm not going to go for quite so much negative space like you did, even though I really loved how yours came out in the end. I'm definitely going to get a bit more, hopefully a bit more colour on here. But we will see, because as I said, however you start these things isn't always how it's going to end up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. So everything is mixed to the same consistency using Kanella's recipes. Let's just get to layering these colours.
Let's do it.
First things first is going to be the base coat. So you can see how watery this is. There is no trace whatsoever. The only trace is because it's a pearl colour.
Yeah.
And I've got almost 28 to 30 ounces of paint mixed up here. I saw Show Pony and the challenges he had with the amount of paint he had on his base, so I did choose to mix up a little bit more than what you would ever need for this kind of size of canvas. And I'm going to start off with more, and then I'll tilt it off or scrape it off if I need to, you know. So that is my thoughts here. I am using Kanella's favourite implement, the Oxo spatula.
Yes.
To spread this paint around.
Yeah. If you look up silicone omelet spatula, that will come up.
Yeah,
but on Amazon. But it is the Oxo spatula.
It is the Oxo spatula. The only reason why we have one of these even in the studio is because we saw it on Kanella's channel the very first day. We were like, oh, let's have a go at this. And we've been using it ever since. It's Jeremy's favourite.
I love it.
Implement for sure.
Love it.
Now what I am doing here is making sure I don't have too much of my base coat on here.
I think you have it really thin in a lot of places.
Well, I'm going to be, trying to even it out as much as I can. I remember being in Kanella's classes at the Fluid Art with Friends and helping other people get the right amount of base coat on their canvases. So I'm going to try and do what I need to do. All right, Showpony.
Yes.
I think we've got a decent starting point.
Yes.
Let's get these colours on this canvas now. All right, so I'm going to start with what was in my reverse order, and this one is the primary magenta. Let's get this on the canvas here. So all right. I got my colours layered. All right, now let me think. Okay, I'm going to start at this. Actually, Jeremy, I'm going to start at this point, so I'm going to come towards you.
Okay.
And we're going to hold our hairdryer in our fingertips so that I can pivot if I need to. I don't feel like I'm going to need to change hands at this point, but I'm going to change hands when I come over here. Starting up nice and high. Let's do this. So I had the exact opposite effect of Jeremy, and I kind of knew it as I was putting down my base coat. I had way too much base coat on here. I mean, like probably twice as much as I needed. And so what was happening was there was way too much paint as I was pushing down my colours, and it's impossible to correct that without starting all over again. Well, I say it's impossible for me to correct that. I'm sure Kanella has some ways. I feel like as this sits, it's going to get swallowed up by the white, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really like some of the colours that I've got kind of around the edges of the petals. I can see all of the colours that I've laid down. I'm just going to fix this spot right here because I don't like seeing that orange there.
The little dot.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just cover that up, and then I'll cover it up with my finger, like Kanella does. I didn't even wear gloves on this one. I guess I didn't need them today. But I'm really interested, as Jeremy is with his piece, to see how this is going to dry. I feel like there's way too much paint on here, like the base coat, but we'll see what happens. Kanella, you'll see that. I could see it myself as I was blowing it out. But yeah, interesting colour palette. Definitely a lot of pops of colour there. But I feel like when we come back to see this one, it's just going to be all white. But we'll see. So we'll show you this one in the next episode. As we've said before, people will watch all of Kanella's episodes and be like, my 5-year-old can do that. You're just blowing it out with a hairdryer. Well, listen, we've been painting now for 4 years and still can't get it right. But we will do at some point. Jeremy, I love your piece. It's drying really pretty. I'm sure yours is going to be stunning. Let's take you in for a close-up so you can see as this is now, but this is going to change as it sits here in the next hour or two. All right, guys, thank you so much. So there you have it, folks.
There you have it.
All right, confessions time. We just scraped my canvas. If I wasn't feeling quite so under the weather, I absolutely would have mixed up some white, scraped it, did what Jeremy did, started all over again, and you would have seen another pour from me, or maybe you wouldn't have even seen that one. But I'm feeling a little sickly, still got a sore throat and a bit of a cold. So unfortunately, that's all you get from me. Lessons learned as always, tons of them. Main thing for me being way too much base coat because it just swallowed up everything. Even as it sat for 10 minutes, it basically just started just to turn completely white. But you'll see it right here below me. I really, really loved the colours, but once again, technique killed me on that one.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's not easy.
That blowout's really difficult.
I know. That's the reason why it always frustrates me when people think that it's just such an easy thing to do.
I know.
Jeremy, as you're sitting, it's definitely drying nicely. It's not getting quite so swallowed up as I thought. Tell me about yours.
You know, I love the colors. I love the black base.
All three of them.
Yeah, I love the black base. I don't think I had enough color. I think that I had a little bit too much of my black base, maybe. But I definitely didn't think I had enough of the color.
Right.
So going forward, that's what I would do.
I feel like you and I you approach things so differently. Like you don't think about the end. You're just like, I'm just going to throw this stuff on the canvas. So I wasn't really sure where you were going with that, just one line, because it was never going to stretch across the whole canvas.
Yeah.
Whereas I have the end in sight, and so when it doesn't happen for me, that's when I get frustrated, because I'm like, it's not what I saw being the final result. So we approach things very, very differently. But I'm so glad you played with yours. I'm so glad you added that extra line, because it was really interesting once you did. There is something now there. There was a composition, whereas before it was not.
See, I'm like Kathleen from Cause Creations.
Oh.
I like to dabble, then I like to take a second, and then I like to dabble some more, and then take a second. You know, it's a whole creative journey. It's a process.
It's not for me. I want it done now. That's so impatient. But we hope that you got something from this, if it's nothing but how not to do a blowout. Kanella, we're sorry. We've spent so much time with you. We should have done better. But we'll do it again, I'm sure.
You'll be getting a phone call.
I'm sure. Or at the very least a text. But that was fun. Let's go. I need some cold and flu or something. I need to take some pills.
I gotta go take care of this boy.
You need to do something with your back.
Yes.
Have a great week, everyone. Thank you for being here as always. We hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you back here again next Wednesday.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care of each other.